Stop cupping my butt. We're not dancing. I mean it. It's uncomfortable.
There's no cupping going on.
I'm here to tell you. Will you move up on that microphone, please?
What?
It's
The
the first
song
day.
wasn't over yet.
It's the first day of radio
the
school.
song wasn't over yet.
And you're still.
I'm not. I'm right.
98.7
W.
Oh,
face
shut
right
up,
now.
you.
All right.
98.7 WFGR. Let me tell you what's going on behind the scenes here since our last little interlude. Dave went and wolfed down 2 candy bars, and I got a feeling that I'm going to have the equivalent of a 5-year-old on a sugar buzz.
I haven't consumed 2 Nestle Crunch bars in a day, and I don't know how long.
Right.
And I was looking at because I look at nutritional information now that I'm 40. I have to make sure I have to look at what I'm putting into my body. 66% of my recommended daily allowance of saturated fats. 440 calories in those 2 bars. Keep in mind, I already had a sausage, egg McMuffin, and a hash brown earlier. So that's like, I think I've consumed 1,000 calories already.
Well,
So I'm a little concerned about, my fat intake.
but here's the problem.
And all this other stuff.
You're not concerned
See,
at all
I
because
am.
you keep eating this stuff. And you know what? You talk this big game. You talk the whole TV thing. I stay on this kind of diet. I stay on that kind of diet because I'm on television. You're Ted Knight is what you are. Because you get off, you know what? The minute you get off camera or whatever, you're eating junk. You're eating pretzels. What else have you eaten? Salted nut roll.
I like my salted nut roll because it's you need the salt to balance out the sugar. But I'm also, if you fail to mention drinking a Diet 7-Up.
Right.
So that's the 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 nothing.
And
very refreshing.
Which, by the way,
what?
In case the good folks at 7-Up are listening, I drink 3 or 4 of those a day, and we would love to have the Diet 7-Up
there we go.
sponsorship.
So it's delicious.
But you don't care what you put in your body.
Yes, I do. I
no,
care
you
about,
don't.
Look, just because I still put it in doesn't mean I don't have a fear of what it could be doing. So
Then why would you do
That's why
it?
I try and look.
That's the equivalent of taking a needle
You
full of heroin and going,
no.
wait,
you're
I wonder what it's going to do.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You're comparing the deliciousness of a Nestle Crunch bar to heroin?
Yeah, because for you.
No, it's
you,
not.
Yeah,
no,
you.
and
I'll tell you why
too.
it's you. I'll
Explain.
tell you why it's you. Because you are in denial. You eat
No, I'm not.
you eat like crap. You eat nothing but fish sticks and chicken nuggets and French fries and whatever you can throw on a plate for your son, which, when you're 2, chicken nuggets are great. But when you're 40, eating with the Gorton's fishermen, seriously? That's not good for you.
Look, I'm not. No, first of all, fish sticks. You want to have at least 1 serving of fish a day because there's the omega 7s. I think is what they are. There's some oil in fish that's good for you. So, and fish sticks are a serving of fish. Granted, they're breaded and they've got other stuff in them that's not quite as good for you, but it's still. When
they tell you
positive coming out.
When they
that.
tell you should have a serving of fish a day, they're talking more along the line of a piece of salmon.
Salmon's very pricey.
I don't like salmon either. I won't eat it.
You get a 44 pack of Vandecamps like $4. So at 40 I get 44 servings there, or I get I have to go to the local fish hatchery wherever that is. And lay down to some.
I'm so concerned with what I put in my body.
I am.
Isn't it donut day at my mom's?
No, that's not till Thursday.
I know.
Thursday's donut day. But no, I do try and work out, but I have what you might call a sweet tooth.
I've got one myself.
And I have.
The problem is
I have a tooth I have a steak and shake tooth as well.
The problem is I'm not in denial.
I'm not. Look,
It'll be 7:00 at night, and you know what I do? I get on Facebook and say, guess what? This king-size bag of M&Ms is gone, and I live it. I live it.
Oh, so okay,
yes, I do.
So what you're saying is
You're in the closet.
I'm in the closet about what?
Everything. Everything you eat, everything you do.
Yes,
you are. Dave.
I understand. I understand the bad stuff that I eat is bad,
right?
And I shouldn't eat as much of it. And I've actually eaten less over the years. I've moderated my behavior when it comes to really crappy food.
What are you going to have for dinner tonight?
I don't know. I might get an Arby's wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap because I've cut down significantly on the carbs. I had a caffeinated Dr.
There's
Pepper
another
the other day.
lie.
There's a what?
There's another lie right there. You cut down on the carbs.
I did.
You have not.
Yes, I
You
have.
told me that the other day. You said, I've cut down on the carbs.
Down on carbs.
And what did you show up with?
I don't remember.
Candy bars. Dude, you bought
nothing
nothing but carbs. You bought potato chips and candy bars. That's all carbs.
That's It's not a lot, though. It's not a lot. It's not as much as I used to consume.
Well, here's
the thing: is that you've got to wean yourself off this stuff. You can't quit cold turkey. You want me coming in here with the shakes and sweating? No, we don't want that. We got to gradually wean ourselves off the bad stuff, and that's what I'm doing.
No, you're not.
Aside from the 2 Nestle Crunch bars I just had.
Oh, you live life as a lie. It's
No,
so much fun.
I do not.
You do too.
It's not a lie. If I admit to what I'm doing, I'm not in denial. I'm not denying that I'm consuming stuff that's not good for me. What I'm saying is I'm consuming less of it. But I just, I'm a little concerned about the Nestle Crunch bars.
I could just see you.
It's a little too much.
I could just see you. Yes, I hate lung cancer.
I don't smoke.
I know
See,
you don't.
I don't
That's what I'm
smoke.
saying if you did. You're going to do some news here, or am I going to have to
let's get
continue pointing out what a skinflint you are?
Oh, God. 3 teenagers are still recovering after being shot near a charter school in Grand Rapids. Police say 2 victims are students at Hope Academy, and none suffered life-threatening injuries. Investigators add these shootings did not happen on school property, and they're looking into the possibility that as many as 3 people fired shots. Hope Academy has students from kindergarten through 12th grade.
And kids are shooting guns in school.
Yeah. So what's worse? Nestle Crunch bars or kids shooting?
Dude, it's not me.
Okay.
I know kids shooting are worse. You're the one that keeps coming up with this and you know what? I've got people on Facebook now. That boy needs nutrition help.
No, I don't.
And this is the lady that was going to bake you a cake, and now you're out of luck because you're a liar.
No, I just know because I still want the cake. But I'll tell you what. I'll have the cake and I'll take a multivitamin.
Oh, perfect.
There we go. I'll go back to getting my men's one a day.
All right, you do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, what else is going on?
Whereas I get the Rite Aid brand because it's cheaper.
Okay. Well, you're more economically minded than I am.
Yes, I am.
Okay. What else is going on? A $7 million project to revamp downtown Battle Creek, or as the locals call it, Battle Creek, is nearly complete. Reports are the work is about 98% done after starting 4 years ago. The project included replacing the water mains under downtown, which were over 100 years old.
Wow.
All that's left are a few odds and ends to finish the revitalization.
I went to Battle Creek one time.
Yeah. Gambling?
Nope.
They had a casino
this was way back in the day. Yeah. I went down to Battle Creek, and my job was to take some listeners down there in a limousine for the Megadeth and Stone Temple Pilots concert.
Right.
So, okay, cool, All right, I'll take a limousine. We get down there, and, my job was to get up and do the greet.
Right.
What you see DJs do from time to time.
Of course.
Hey, welcome to Battle Creek.
Come on down. No.
Tune in to me. That kind of crap. It's just what we do. And afterwards, this guy from the record company is standing alongside the stage. He goes, hey, come on back and meet my guys. Meet the Stone Temple Pilots.
Right.
I'm like, hey, cool. I get to meet Stone Temple Pilots. I didn't know who they were because they were just an opening act at the time, but all right, good. Well, as it worked out, and this is a true story, Wieland and I, Scott Wieland.
Yeah. Is it Wieland or Weiland? I
Wieland.
always thought it was Scott Weiland.
No, I think it's Wieland.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
We sat down to have a conversation, and it turned into Fifth of Absolute and St. Pauli girls. Whoops. Where'd all that go? I got back in the limousine, and we're taking the listeners home, and I'm smashed. I mean,
okay.
I mean, smashed. You're going down 94 back toward Kalamazoo to make the turn to come back up north. And I looked at the driver in the limousine. I said, dude, if you don't pull over and get me some more beer, we're going to have a real problem on our hands because I need to keep this party going. And he did.
Oh, wow.
He whipped off into some beer store in Kalamazoo.
And how much had you had at that point?
Well, between Wieland and I, we split a fifth of Absolute and 6 St. Pauli girls.
Okay. So there were no Mike's Hard Lemonades
None of that business.
In this excursion.
Sir.
No Zimas.
And luckily for me, I managed to stay away from some of Scott Wieland's other party supplies, if you know what I'm saying. Because
whoa. You didn't, you don't need any of that.
I was wrecked. I was so drunk. What an idiot. God,
but you survived that.
I did.
You came out of it a better human being.
I did. You're right. But
man.
That was a rough night. And then the next day was awful, too. Oh.
Well, see, that's why especially now. It's a good thing you're not doing that now because the recovery from that stuff as you get older is just 20 times worse. Not that I know. It's been a while since I got wrecked, so I can't.
Right.
I don't even remember what that feels like.
Well,
seriously, because I moderate my behavior, much like my eating habits.
You do.
I moderate my alcohol intake.
Very good.
intake. The debates are over, and President Obama and Republican challenger Mitt Romney are on a 2-week sprint to Election Day. The president came out swinging last night in the final debate in Boca Raton, Florida, accusing Romney of proposing, quote, wrong and reckless policies. Romney, the former Massachusetts governor and business executive, called the soaring U.S. debt a national security threat. That's really good insight from you.
I agree with that. You know what? I'm sorry. I can't take any more political stuff.
Of course.
I really can't. It's ridiculous. And I go out of my way to not watch TV channels that have a lot of political stuff on them. I'll watch the Science Channel. I'll watch this, that. And you know what? It's shameful. The whole political process.
Well, it's winding down. You only got a couple more weeks to sit through it. And we got to talk about it every day because it's always in the news. Who you voting for, who you're not. We're going to have, once again, I believe it'll be the Monday before Election Day, we'll have an actual political analyst in here to offer his insights on the election and what's going on. Handicap it, whether or not you should give me some electoral votes in our upcoming bet, Romney v. Obama. So we'll see.
What I should do is give you some points on how many times you hit the table over the course of a morning, because it's a lot.
Well, I use a lot of hand gestures.
Right. But people on the radio people on the radio can't see that.
I understand,
but they can hear this.
That's just how I talk. That's just how I talk.
They can hear that.
I'm sorry. Look, okay. You want me to just tie my hands to the chair?
I tie. You know what? With you, I tie one arm behind my back every day.
Right.
So that's that.
People with type 2 diabetes might be able to control their blood sugar and possibly lower their risk of heart attacks and stroke by eating a Nestle Crunch bar. No, by eating a cup of beans or lentils every day. That's according to a Canadian study, which I'm a little suspicious about because it's Canadian. Researchers found that a daily dose of legumes led to small drops in an important blood sugar measure, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels.
Sorry, I can't eat them.
No, you can't eat legumes?
No.
Really? What happens?
No.
Can you?
We won't discuss that.
We won't.
Decorum prevents us from discussing.
It's the breakfast hour. We can't discuss what happens to Andy's digestive system with the consuming legumes.
It's
all right,
bad.
The Kennedy Center honored Ellen DeGeneres with the prestigious Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. The award recognizes artists who've made a significant contribution to American comedy and social commentary. I don't know what social commentary. I mean, I get the American. She's a great. I like her show.
It's awesome.
It's a. As far as daytime TV goes, it's fantastic.
I think it's the best. I think it's the best talk show of all of them.
I think you might be right.
Even Letterman, Leno, and the whole thing. Yeah, it's
honestly,
better.
I haven't watched Leno or Letterman for years.
Well, neither have I. But you know what
Kimmel.
they're doing.
I really like Jimmy Kimmel.
Yep.
I would say she's right up there. I just don't understand the whole social commentary because I don't see her really doing a whole lot.
She does
anymore.
a ton of it.
Really?
Oh yeah, she talks about animal care.
Yeah,
She talks about gay and lesbian issues. She talks about poverty issues. She talks about. I don't miss this show. I watch it every day.
But that's not really what her show. I mean, her show is just a fun show. It's not really about that.
Right, but like 2-3 times a week, she'll find somebody in need and give them $100,000.
Okay.
Through a sponsor or something like that. She's a big deal.
I'm going to kowtow to you because you watch the show.
I love the show.
All right.
I think Ellen's wonderful.
Okay. I agree.
Thank
Here we
you.
go. We'll come together on that.
Yes,
Ellen's
we have.
wonderful. That's the news on 98.7 WFGR.
Welcome.